Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 122 of Millennial Movie Talk. I'm your host, Alex Lamb, Chaotic Evil. Joining me, Michael Herman,
Lawful Good,
Braden Dixon,
Chaotic Good,
and it's definitely Rillo.
Lawful Evil.
And here we are.
You can discover. We went through and did the alignment test in our pre-show. You can find it on Patreon.com.
Going to specify it was a D&D one.
It's the official D&D one. So the questions are very much like, oh, but if the king did this, what would thou respond?
One topic, one category was literally relationship to king and country.
King and country.
It's just like, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, no, that was fun. It's a 30-minute pre-show, which is
We're giving you a lot.
shonkers for a buck.
We've actually questioned whether or not it should be $1 or not. So maybe that one can be over $1.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled. It'll be
Otherwise, you're getting a steal.
Otherwise, yeah, you are absolutely robbing us if you're giving us $1 a month.
Yeah.
We love all of our Patreons.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't press your button for that.
The button will get pressed later.
Yeah, the button gets pressed every show.
We like the button.
It's
It's
a
a
good
good button.
Do we want to jump straight in on the hot movie of the last week or so?
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely. So Chris watched JFK, and God, he liked.
I was really hoping he was going to be on the show actually to talk about it, but I'll try and watch it by next time so that way we can all have a chat.
Did he give a review for it? Or do we
5 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think we're going to need
had
a Chris report when he comes back.
I
to
had a
tell us
message.
all the things that he's watched.
I woke up to a message this morning saying that's one of the best films I've ever seen.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah, he's piqued my interest.
Yeah, but when Alex likes it, we'll see.
Well, I was worried. I thought it was a bit tinfoil hat, but we'll see. We'll still see.
But
I'm just a bit
I want to
more
preface
interested.
it. Chris did message me saying it seems to be about the government conspiracy that I'm on board with.
So
he was already on
he's
board with the
biased.
conspiracy that
Aha.
CIA did it.
Okay.
Which you should be too after watching the film. Now let's talk about relevant shit.
Alrighty.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the latest from the Marvel and Disney
The
duo.
Marvel.
I realised about 10 minutes into that movie that I had been pronouncing Shang-Chi wrong.
Well, they do
You've
a
been
fun
saying
joke
Shang-Chi.
of that.
Yeah,
They do a fun
Shang-Chi.
joke of that in it when they're on the airplane.
In the
Spoilies. Not really, it's a joke.
They do, because it doesn't translate to like Aussies, because we don't say, like, when it's Sean.
If you want to hear all the Australian reviewers review this movie, they're going to say Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
I still say that because it's just
Shang-Chi.
natural.
I mean, you're Aussie, so
it's
it
Shang,
makes
isn't
sense.
it? Shang-Chi.
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 Shang-Chi. And yeah, you don't really do the ch. It's more of a sh.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
It's like, yeah.
I took.
Anyway.
I don't know.
took,
I feel like in order to say it properly, I would have to do
It would
the accent.
get dicey.
I tell you what. I took Mandarin in primary school and middle school.
We took
And
Indonesian.
you
That's
know.
close enough.
One
No, we did.
Oh, we did.
one
We watched Milan.
phrase
You
that
know.
I learned. One phrase that I learned, and I fucking recognized it in this movie. I heard it and went, "Oh my god, that's the one phrase I know." At one point, someone says, "I don't know," and that's the one phrase I know.
What is it?
Wabujidao.
I just remember Ni Hao Ma.
Wabujidao.
Ni hao ma.
I'm
Ni hao
sorry,
ma.
I don't know. But Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, we all went and saw it. We all saw it the opening night or preview night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go
was
see it 2
quite-
days later.
It was quite funny because, Michael, Alex, and myself went to go and see it. And after the movie ended, I was like on a hype train. I was so excited. I was like bouncing. I was saying to you, I was like, I loved it. Like, give out this, because I was so hesitant to go and see it. I need to
'Cause to
formally
you it was
retract
just
what I
another
said.
Marvel movie.
I said that the market was oversaturated. This is what I wanted. It was refreshing.
It's
I loved
super
it.
different.
And I looked over at Alex, and Alex was like,
I do have to preface, a certain person pops up in this movie, and all I see out the corner of my eye is the hands move towards the mouth. His eyes just start opening wide, and he sits in his seat.
and then for the rest of the movie, I was just like,
It's a weird moment. It's certainly
was
weird.
definitely not expecting that.
I sadly saw the person was in it
I
beforehand.
see, I didn't know.
I'm
the
glad
casting
you
got
didn't
spoiled
know.
for you.
So I knew that they were in it in some regard.
Well, they dropped. Like,
I didn't know how much
the
they
dad,
were in it.
The dad drops the name.
We can't
slightly
keep to. We're going
earlier.
to spoil it. We're getting
Yeah,
closer and closer.
Yeah,
we
okay,
won't,
okay.
we
We
pretty
won't
much should be
spoil it.
saying it.
I imagine a lot of people have gone and seen it though because
Yeah.
those numbers are looking pretty good.
Yeah, the numbers are right. But yeah, Steph alluded to it. When the movie finished,
You just didn't know how to feel.
I didn't know how to feel because I was very tired.
Yeah.
I had to be up at 4:00 the next morning.
Yeah.
And
It was a
we-
late night.
It was a late night, and I just thought that the second half of this movie,
Goes places.
it just went. I was just like, "Fuck, this is long."
I will say as well. I very much enjoyed the film a lot. I was 100% of the same process. At the end of that film, I went, "Fuck, that felt so long. There was so much crammed in it."
So I actually went out of the first viewing being like, "That's a 3."
Ooh.
I very much didn't like it, but it was the circumstance.
Yeah.
Because I saw it again 2 days later, and I really, really,
He
really
texts me. He's
enjoyed
like, "Did I just watch the same movie?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Glad you
I was
come
on board.
around."
I will admit though, the first 45 minutes is like some of the best Marvel shit I've ever seen.
100%.
It's
It's excellent. That first half is so
Just
much
some of the
fun.
fight scene.
The fighting's
but
fucking
But
great.
Awesome
my-
that
my-
it's hand-to-hand combat as well.
my
Like,
biggest problem with the film is that as the film goes on, you just move away from that and it goes to Marvel action.
Yeah, it gets
It-
very big CGI set pieces.
Yeah, it goes
and-
from me being like finding really like the camera work, the choreography being
Yeah.
like amazing, this is all excellent, to at the end it's just like the things that I found enjoyment from the action was also seeing how they use the 10 rings and fighting.
Yeah.
But my other issues have been too many flashbacks.
I thought that as well. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Too many. There's a couple where it's flashbacks of the flashback we were at before,
Yeah.
which we could have just had that other
yeah, they
flashback go
stitched
longer.
them together.
But even there were some that I could have sworn were flashbacks to flashbacks we'd already seen.
Yeah.
And like not even giving any more. They were just
Yeah.
quick little flashbacks to what we'd already and it's just like they just kept doing it.
Yeah,
Constantly.
there's too many flashbacks.
I'm fine with a flashback. Just commit to having one long
I would
sequence
love someone to edit the film
with all
with
the
the
flashbacks
flashback
early.
in the flashbacks are actually a part of the first act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it would hold up a lot more.
and-
It would have a
Because you get a
steadier
bit more of the
growth.
idea of like the gravity of like some of the situations.
Yeah.
And my final issue was, I thought Awkwafina was overall very good in the film.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite I've ever seen Awkwafina in a movie.
Yeah.
But there was some inconsistency with her character, and the fact that she said that she did not understand Mandarin or did not speak it. It was rusty, didn't speak it
Yeah.
very well. But there was a moment at the end of the film where someone says something to her in Mandarin, and it clearly resonates with her.
Yeah. There's a couple of things with her character that I imagine.
I
people are
really
liking, but-
appreciated how much of the film was subtitled as well.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was going to
was-
say. I did really like, for being a Marvel film, I liked how they didn't pander to the like English audience by
Yeah.
having like only like, you know how sometimes they have like when they say hello, they'll say it in Mandarin, and then the rest of the sentence will be in English.
Yeah.
Everyone,
it's just like-
But like,
just assuming everyone in
for
China
me,
can
I
speak
want
English.
to say
The only
good,
time they did
like,
that, it was-
bordering like
is when he asks, "Are you practicing?"
Yeah, one of the many flashbacks.
I thought that one was fine.
Yeah, that was fine.
But they do an excellent job of straight up just committing. No,
there
they're
is
going
a
to
large
speak
chunk
Mandarin.
of this
But
that
they
isn't in
do
English.
have.
Yeah.
That's why Awkwafina is rusty, so that the whole film isn't in Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yes.
because and the logic would be like in all the present scenes, they should be talking Mandarin the whole time.
Yeah.
Except for when they're actually in like America,
Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah.
So, but it leads to Ronnie Chang having my favorite line in the movie.
I was
Don't worry.
waiting for Ronnie Chang to
when
rock
he's
up.
like, "Don't worry, I speak ABC."
Yeah. Oh, that was the best. Oh, he was fantastic in the moment that we get him.
Yeah.
Second year, Ronnie Chang's just popped up in a big blockbuster movie I didn't expect him to be in.
I think, yeah, I
was
just
the other
loved.
one?
Godzilla vs Kong.
I loved the like the harmonious, like the music is super action packed and like the sort of hip hoppy sort of stuff, but then also the score was very like harmonious and
Yeah.
peaceful and serene.
Oh,
I'm really loving, because obviously we had Raya earlier.
Yeah.
I'm really loving this ancient, like Chinese
getting
culture stuff.
these-
And I know it's very easy to like, because I got it again, like when they're doing like the stuff with the wind,
yeah.
I immediately associate it with Avatar. But it's like, and then like I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, all right, well, how about I just think about it? This is all just like ancient, like stop
Yeah.
associating it with just that one thing. Like
Stop
Avatar's
associating it with
also
the
ancient,
Western circle of that.
Yeah, it's like, that's also ancient, like ancient Asian culture and
Yeah.
stuff.
That's
So it's
it.
all like, to be one with the earth and all like the
A connection
all the
with
stuff.
nature.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it. The hand to hand combat shows immediately like a
Yeah.
connection of yourself with the earth. And it wasn't just superpowers, which is what I was worried it was going to be. The 10 rings are about it's about as superpower as it gets.
But I like how they don't explain their origins. They're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
they've left
we don't
that-
actually know how we got them.
Left that in the air. which I thought the post-credit scenes were fantastic. I'm very excited about
I thought the first one was so good that it made the second one look.
I like the
think they
first one better
probably
than the
should've-
second one.
Probably should have swapped the order on those, I think. Because while the
I actually
second
think
one...
the second one should have been the end of the film.
Honestly. Because I think it's very interesting. And I think that the most interesting part was the title card that came up at the end, and I was like, oh, okay.
Thinking about it, and the way like that title card comes up and stuff, I can easily see it as like a trailer to like a Far Cry game or something.
Yeah, it totally is.
Because there's always like the dictator or something.
Yeah,
and
it does fit that.
Just the way that all goes about, and like as it zooms out what's going on, it's just like, yeah, this seems a bit like video game trailer-ish.
I thought the bus sequence is the best sequence in in terms of action in any Marvel film ever.
Yeah, because
I really liked the skyscraper one as
they
well.
balanced the humor with the like brutal action with like the way it's all set to like all the music.
I
to
enjoyed
it.
Razor Fist.
Who'd have thunk it?
Ivan Drago's son from Creed 2.
Who'd have thunk it?
that
Razor
right?
Fist was great.
So I enjoyed him. Like I said, people have been like, oh, it's got the best action we've seen in Marvel since the Winter Soldier, and I'm sitting here like, it's better than Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Winter
easily.
Soldier action was shaky as hell.
Yeah,
The
and
choreography was just
I feel
incredible.
I still can't wrap my head around the imposter shots they did on the skyscraper, like on the side with the scaffolding, which we've seen in trailers.
I thought that fight was awesome.
I do not understand. Like some of the shots they were doing, they weaved within the scaffolding so smoothly, and I was just like, "How have they stitched this together? This is beautiful." It was shot fantastically. I thought it's so it was so visually satisfying. I feel like the second half, the second part,
It's just long.
the second part
it
lost
does-
my part.
I honestly didn't feel the length. I cried in the end.
I didn't feel the length. It just got a bit bonk. It did get very, from what I thought.
I'm cool
was
with it
going-
being bonkers because
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is
no,
a
no,
world
I've
where
had no problem
we've been
with
in
it.
space.
Yeah.
So
as they were going into the bonker stuff, my personal opinion, I can understand why it's a lot. Like my pa even went, "Geez, that was a lot," but and that's my pa. Like my pa loves like Underworld and like Resident Evil movies and stuff. But even he was like, "That was a lot for that." And I didn't know that was that kind of movie. And I was like, "They didn't tell anyone it was that kind of movie."
I think what made it feel so much is it's not what I was thinking was going to happen. Like I didn't think like we were going to have that big battle.
Yeah, between
not,
that kind of a
I was
enemy.
thinking it was very much just going to stay between him and his dad
Yeah.
majority of the time.
My jaw dropped open when I saw half the stuff in that final battle. I was sitting there, my jaw just hanging open. I was like, "This is."
I
want
want to say that the dad. I found the dad pretty good in this movie.
I thought he was fantastic.
Oh, he's one of the
And
best.
I
Marvel-
like-
the fact that
I like
he's one of the
so-
best. He's probably the best Marvel villain.
and I like
I would say since Thanos, but like
I like the drive. Like I like it's not like this. Like he's done it all. He just wants.
Yeah.
Or like he just wants that thing back.
I appreciated the reveal of that, like, I'm not going into spoilers or anything, but like the reveal that like his character arc is much more different than what you expect it
Yeah,
to be.
that's what I was saying. Like, the movie is very familial.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh,
centered
he's a-
around family. But so the stakes are still extremely high for all of humanity, but the actual storyline is centered very on family. So it's very personal.
yeah,
And that's what I like.
So you like
about it.
family-oriented films, do you?
Don't talk to me about F and F. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Family.
I don't want to hear it.
I did see a thing the other day saying the Fast and Furious franchise wouldn't exist if Marvel movies didn't come out. And I was like, well, it checks out. Because like they sort of saw the growing huge success of these multi-movie franchise bonkers crazy things.
and
And I was like, well, James Bond and shit's been doing it for yonks.
Fast and Furious was on number 4 when Marvel took off.
yeah, so they were already starting
They
to
were
do
already
their
doing
bonkers
it.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I'll say it. I don't care about the other, like the old Avengers anymore. I'm ready for this new stuff.
New Avengers.
I'm ready for Shang-Chi. Like I'm just like
I do want to. I hadn't seen the Eternals trailer until we were sitting there before.
I'm keen for Eternals.
And I'm now keen for Eternals.
Oh,
It was
'cause
giving me
you
big.
got the new one, didn't you?
It was giving me
Did you also get the Spider-Man 3 trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the big screen. Oh my god.
the thing with the Eternals. Is I was sitting there. I'm like, this could be the X-Men. We got Cyclops. You got someone that looks like Storm.
Yeah.
Like it's just like obviously it's just me like comparing it to something familiar.
Yeah.
I just like that we got like trailers for Eternals and the Spider-Man, Venom,
Yeah, I was gonna say the Venom trailer is so out of
and
place
then
with the three of
fucking
them.
Venom.
Oh man, I can't believe that movie. Have you seen how much that movie's release schedule has been moved.
It's still coming out.
IGN keep like paint.
IGN keep
over their
fucking
thing.
up. They keep reporting that it's being delayed till next year and it hasn't.
Yeah, so they keep changing it so that it says the different things with the same template. It's a funny joke, but it's also like, fuck, man, that movie's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have a place for all the old ones, but I do. Chris, I do.
We're definitely-
Well, we don't have many of them left. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we're in a very new era, and I'm very much here for
We've
it.
essentially lost 4 of them.
That's it. We're in a new era. I'm hoping that they
Like,
I mean, our main ones now are obviously Captain America, like Anthony Mackie, Captain America,
Captain Marvel,
Doctor
Doctor Strange,
Spider-Man.
Black Panther, but
no.
But I mean,
whatever they
happens
do.
with that,
yeah, there's a lot of rumors at
But
the
I'm
moment
not
that it will be Shuri, but
I'm not putting them in.
Do you reckon we're going to have much more Hulk?
I
I think he's going to be in it.
I reckon it's going to be a very
Hulk
backseat.
anymore. He's going to be like the guy behind the chair.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Hulk's
He's
going
gonna
to
be Nick Fury.
He's going to take on the Nick Fury role.
I mean, that's it. I think, Marvel
Was his arm?
Phase
Ooh.
1 was just like it was great. They've done it, but I don't
that
want
was
to see any
Abomination.
more of it.
Yeah.
I want them to keep going in a different vein.
I love that they didn't sort of like Abomination's there and it's just fun and that's it.
And Wong was a great addition to the film.
Yeah, I feel like the comedy hit 100%.
Some of it did.
I spaced out for a second. Sorry, Steph, because I was covering a slip up. It's fine.
Oh, that's okay.
You're good. What were you going on about?
What was I going on about something?
Oh, we're all right.
Oh,
We're right.
I'm
What
talking about
I want to say, like, I haven't seen Black Widow, but being
You don't need to.
the second being the
Watching
I
this made me
want
realise
to
how much I
obviously
didn't
Black
like
Widow
Black
pretty much relates to old stuff, so
Yeah.
I want to class this as the practical start.
It's the first. This is pretty much the
it's the
first
beginning
film.
of the new
Yeah.
thing, and I think it's got off to a pretty strong start.
Absolutely.
definitely.
I just hope they keep trying different things. Like, I want more
Exactly.
diversity. Like, looking back at the old Avengers, I was like, yeah. I was
That's
like,
a lot of
mean,
white
like,
people.
That's what I was like, that's so
I mean, like, you got to
white.
think about it, like we have like a pretty much a delve into Asian culture.
Yeah.
We're gonna have multiverse. Like,
Yeah,
it's already like from what we know that like from trailers and stuff. It's pretty. It's
a
pretty
lot of
like
people. It's
different.
awesome. I love
I'm
it.
hoping it stays that way, just because I don't want to see more of what they've already
Yeah,
done. What they
it
did
is.
was
It is
great.
worrying to wonder if they're gonna fall back into like the like. I know
Formula.
Marvel. Like, I feel like they're gonna take risks, but I'm wondering if they're gonna. But for a main thing, if they're gonna fall back into like a comfort place.
See, I wouldn't even call this a risk. This one wasn't a risk.
This one is.
I'd say the first Guardians was definitely a risk.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Crazy Rich Asians was a risk,
That was
and
a
then this is now
Yeah.
proving
Yeah,
that
that's
that
true.
was such a success.
But that's the thing. It's like they're not going to do stuff. It's like Marvel wouldn't have done Fox Marvel wouldn't have done Logan if Deadpool didn't work.
True.
If Deadpool didn't make a shit ton of money, they wouldn't have done that. Like we're not gonna keep getting like DC wouldn't have done any of their R-rated stuff if it wasn't
It's all
for
about the pioneers.
yeah,
It's all
yeah.
about who
like
pioneers it.
Deadpool was the first one to give us an R-rated, and everyone as soon as Deadpool worked, everyone went, we can do
We can
R-rated
do that.
stuff now."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy with what I saw. I retract my hesitancy and my reluctance to go see it in the first
I'm
place.
gl- I'm-
And Eternals has piqued my interest too.
I'm glad that like
Zoe, it's Chloe Zhao though, and we love Nomadland.
Oh, it's Chloe Zhao. Yeah.
You guys are huge on Nomadland.
We like Nomadland. Have you watched it again?
No, I haven't seen it again. I should give it another chance.
I don't think you should. I tried to, and I didn't finish it.
Oh, God.
Now, who's keen for Kit Harington as another knight?
Just give me more Game of Thrones actors in the MCU.
Yeah, but also specifically make them medieval type characters.
He just looks like Jon Snow.
Yeah, well, that's all. I mean, yeah, the Black Knight is very much just a medieval dude. So
Anyway,
very different.
what else we got to talk about?
do we want to round up on Shang-Chi ratings and stuff?
Yeah.
What did everyone give it?
I've been still tossing between 4 and 4.5. I have a lot of issues with the
I'd
film.
give it a
that-
4.25 if I could, but
Yeah.
4. I've seen it on 4.
I'm on the 4.
I'm on a 4.5.
That's very fair.
But I'm with all of the reasons for like bringing it down and like
Just too long.
is like long
Like,
flashbacks. What was the other thing?
Not that it's too long. It's just that it's the
It felt-
pacing.
yeah.
Because like I go watch the film again and I go, what would I cut out? Other than I'd rather stitch the flashbacks together, like
yeah,
some
to
of them
make
together,
a
not all of them,
flashback sequence.
to make like
If you made it a 5-act structure, you make the flashbacks the first half
not
of the
not
first.
even that. If
and
some of
then
the flashbacks
the
in the
second
film,
act.
like if if some of the flashbacks were just one instead of two separate ones.
We started getting like some of the story, but then seeing the flashback for that story later. I'm trying to remember it from a week ago, but that's what it feels like now hearing about it. Like,
Yeah, I was just going to say, it ranks number 3 on my list of all Marvel films. Only
That's-
above
that's-
Infinity War and Endgame.
Nice.
And they've all pretty much got the same star rating.
Yeah.
And then it goes down to 3.5 for Thor Ragnarok, and the rest of them.
I've
go
also
down from
done
there.
this. Let me have a look.
Ooh, very
Yes,
nice.
Alex was the one who started this.
I haven't.
So yeah, it's my
thought to
third
do-
no,
favorite.
I haven't tried to rank what
I should actually, because
maybe we should.
I'm like, Mikhail and I are about to watch Infinity War.
So
No,
it's
It's good.
rewatch.
There's an online thing that does it for you. It just pits 2 movies against each other by process of
Oh,
elimination.
yeah. I've seen that before.
so I have to change this because
Oh no.
no, I had to move it up one because just after our conversation, I said something that contradicts what I said.
Oh no.
So it's number 6 on mine.
Yep.
The only things above it are Ragnarok, Iron Man, Guardians, Infinity War, Endgame, and just behind
That
it
checks
is
out.
Winter Soldier, Civil War, Far From Home.
I
Checks out.
agree with that.
Very much checks out. I'm very excited for everything that Marvel have in the future. Quick little comment on What If. What If continues to not be a child-friendly cartoon.
I remember a few weeks ago they came out with this stuff being like, what if like Marvel were trying to get the kids into What If, and I just watched this latest one and said, why?
Yeah, no. What If is not a kid-friendly
Best episode
show.
again. They keep getting better.
They keep getting better. It's amazing. Next show, Zombies tomorrow night. Be very interesting to see what they do with that.
I thought Zombies was going to be the season finale.
Yeah, same. 100% thought. So now I'm like, what the fuck's the season finale?
Part
They've
End it on a high.
ended on a nice chill note. Everyone should watch What If. It's way better than we all expected.
What if was good, and we're living that.
What should we go to next, do you think?
I think we should thank our fantastic Patreons before Alex hits the money button.
We're going to hit the money button.
Oh, what were you going to hit?
I can't click it now. You got to thank the Patreons.
Oh, thank you so much. Jai Perry and Mark Flair.
Guy Perry and Mark Flair.
Jai Perry, Mark Flew.
Jai Perry Marfley.
There we go. You got to get it nice and crisp and clear. Thank you so much for supporting us. Jai Perry and Mark Flair support us at the shout-out level of the Patreon.
We do appreciate it.
You can chuck us a little bit of money every month, as little as $1. As little as $1 a month.
$1 do.
That's nothing.
$1 do.
And you can help make this show happen. We broke a light the other week, so we need a new light. One of our mic stands is currently being held up by a backpack. And
But this works. I like
It's
this.
working,
We now,
so
we now can focus.
we can
the
focus
resources
on the light.
lights.
And hey, y'all, I've been looking at lights. If we don't want to get cheap shit that breaks really easily, lights are fucking expensive.
I think we just keep getting the cheap shit.
I'm not hugely sold on that, so you should support us on Patreon so that we can make sure this is a quality program, because this is a quality program.
Give us money.
I can't even get through the sentence. But yeah, thank you so much to our Patreons. Check it out. You get heaps of bonus shit on there.
Patreon.com/millennial.
//
Oh, yeah, going to.
Oh, it's been a while.
It has been,
been a
a
hot
while.
minute.
Don't at me like that, please.
Well, we're here.
We are here. We're here.
After the delays. Oh wait, no, there's more delays for the actual
Yeah,
franchise. isn't
fuck. Oh,
Wait, what?
there? Tom
It got
Cruise
to-
fans are hurt.
What's happening?
Paramount delayed a lot of their shit.
Oh, okay.
They delayed everything for the rest of this year till next year. So Jackass, yeah, right. Jackass is coming
Yeah.
out this month.
Yeah, Jackass.
Like this
Jackass-
month?
Yeah, Jackass, Top Gun, both got delayed, and then Mission Impossible got pushed from. They moved Top Gun to where Mission Impossible was
Yep.
going to be coming out. Then they moved Mission Impossible to September.
So,
year.
this time next year we'll get the next
September
one, and is it
30th.
a year after we're getting the other one, or is
Yeah,
it?
year after we'll get them.
Because they're filming these next two back to back.
I think Top Gun's coming out in March now.
Okay.
Jackass is now pushed to February.
Yeah. So
So,
we watched Mission Impossible. So
We
quickly,
did.
do your recap of Mission Impossible.
yes, Alex tested me in Mission Impossible 4.
because we're either going to watch 4 or 5 today.
Decided that I was knowledgeable enough just to give my quick
She
thoughts
passed
on
the
it.
quiz for 4.
I liked it. I thought that it was impressive, like some of the shots that were done. The Burj Khalifa, of course, being a standout. I mean, it was overall, it was good. They're consistently getting better, I would say, by the time
You're
I
on
got
the
to 4.
uphill. You're
We're on the uphill. I thought some of the technology was clever and some of the gimmicks were clever. And yeah, I mean, it's just more, it was more of the same though, really. It's just in a different place. I said it follows a formula where there's always some guy who they think is on their side and betrays them by the end of it. But then we watched Mission Impossible 5,
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. And once again, my favourite one so far. Keeping with the theme, they do get better.
Get better as they go.
They get better. They get
Guys,
better.
Clifford the Big Red Dog got delayed as well.
Shucks.
Oh. we were frothing over Simon Pegg, weren't we?
We like
Alex?
Simon Pegg a lot.
We like Simon Pegg a lot. What should I say about 5?
What did you think?
I'm just trying to get it out of my head, distinguish it from number 4. Right, Rebecca Ferguson. Yes.
Oh, this is the side of the plane one.
Yeah,
Yes, this
that's
is the
opening
side of the
film.
plane one,
Gotcha.
the opening. Alex, watching it with Alex, I think gave me a bit more of an open mind. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, so it's a 7 out of 10.
Is that the best on your list so far?
That is the best on the list so far. And I'm excited because I've only got one more, and that's got Henry Cavill in it, so it's really going to be only uphill
I'm
from
excited
here.
The
hear what she
mustache
thinks.
that broke Justice League.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
So my thoughts on 5. I thought that it was very good. I really liked the villain in this, Lane?
Solomon Lane.
Solomon Lane, there you go. And I really liked the actual, I didn't get bored. I wasn't bored throughout. It went for 2 hours and 11 minutes, so I was worried, but I didn't feel the length, especially not after the movie that we had watched just before that.
Yes.
And I think things were really impressive. Stand out. I tried to hold my breath for 3 minutes while I was watching it.
The holding the breath sequence when he's changing the codes on the
Oh, that's
door.
in the when he goes through the
You gotta.
Yeah.
nuclear
You
core
gotta
tower,
try.
yeah.
I don't know if it was completely in real time because I didn't do very well. I
No,
would have
because
died.
I was shocked at how complete, because it went from 3 minutes when we started, and I reckon 2 minutes went by, then we looked in the watch and there was 56 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to time
We'll
it.
time it.
Yeah, I have to time it next time. But I didn't do very well. I didn't even make it to 2 minutes before I was like,
You made a funny joke, though,
been
that
dead. How
made me
far
wish
did
we
you
were
get?
doing a commentary, though.
did I?
Because, throughout the film, I'd be like, Tom Cruise actually did this, Tom Cruise actually did
Yeah.
this. And then it comes to the end where, the ending of the film, he has to memorize a USB stick with all this data about different bank accounts and the BSPs and stuff so they can transfer money. And Steph goes, Tom Cruise actually remembered all that. And I was like, that's funny. well
shit,
played.
that
Oh,
is
I'm glad
good.
you like that. Didn't get a
If
laugh.
you guys are just going to be watching movies, you might as well just set up some mics.
I know. Yeah,
too
we should have.
difficult.
We should have. It's always better to watch them organically. Things that we always just do better. It's like performance pressure,
Yeah,
performance
that's
anxiety.
fair.
You
Yeah.
know?
Because when we're watching the opening scene when he's hanging off the plane, he's actually doing that. And she's like, yeah, and then there'll be a green screen. And I'm like, no, there was no green screen. It's him.
He's actually hooked up to a plane.
He's
He
just got a
is
bit of
a
wire on him, and if he
madman.
falls it's going to hurt.
He's a madman.
He
Like
is.
they are
But I
crazy.
respect the
That's
hustle.
why he keeps breaking shit. And it's also why the US Navy wouldn't let him fly a plane.
Yes,
Top
Alex
Gun
told
is
me
so
about
sad.
that.
Wait, what was it? Oh,
For
He's
Top
got
Gun
it.
2, they wouldn't let him fly a jet.
He's
yeah.
got
Look,
it.
that's
so
fair.
sad.
They cost.
Hey, he did the helicopter flying in 6, so get ready
Yeah.
for that.
Oh.
I
I'm
like
just remembering 6.
I won't lie. I saw a helicopter the other day while I was driving, and I stopped at a red light, and I could hear it, and I spotted it, and I was like, man, flying a helicopter would be really fun.
Nah,
It'd
it'd
be
be
so
scary.
nice.
I'd
love to do
They
it.
they are insanely tricky.
Yeah.
Apparently, just hovering in a helicopter is
So much work.
insanely
to
hard.
yeah, but I was just like,
Easier to fly a plane.
if I was in a different line of work, I could definitely fly a
I
helicopter.
haven't logged some shit.
I'd love to
watched a
learn
bit
to fly a
before.
helicopter. That's some rich person shit.
What? To say what?
To learn how to fly a helicopter. That's some
Belfort
rich
did it.
person shit.
Jordan Belfort did it. Well, that checks out, doesn't it? Yeah, I really liked all the stuff that happened in the opera, like for Turandot, and just everyone, kind of like a standoff, but no one really knew it was a standoff. I didn't want the Viennese, Austrian ambassador. He was a big man on campus
Insert
in
word
Austria,
here. Insert word here.
to die. I thought he got out of it really well because Tom Cruise shoots him in the shoulder and to let him go out of the frame for the other gun. And I was like, that was really clever. And I was like, yeah, that was really clever. Good on Tom Cruise for saving that man's life. And then he just got blown up. So,
Yeah, that wasn't a part of the film. Tom Cruise actually stopped an assassination.
They were
actually
going to
shot
film.
the Austrian chancellor in the shoulder.
They were going to film something else at that opera, and it just happened.
And I actually really liked that it broke the formula. There wasn't any backstabbing at the end of it all. There wasn't. I
Not
was
one
like,
back was stabbed.
not one
What
back
a
was
twist
stabbed.
of a
we
lack
were
of
worried.
twist.
We were worried about Ferguson for a while, but she came good. She turned good in the end. Yes. So yeah, they're my thoughts on it. It's like I said to Alex, for what it is, it's really good. But I would just personally never go out of my way to put one of these movies on. That's just not my cup of tea. But for what it is, I can objectively say that
I
it was
quite
very
enjoy
good.
them. That's my stand.
It's just I just know that there's no stakes. I'm like, Ethan Hunt's going to make it out of this.
Well, hang on. When we get to Mission Impossible 8, the last one, we don't know.
Then yes, I'll actually genuinely. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Cruise is like, look, I
Have
will
they actually
die.
filmed it yet?
They're back to back, so
So they
they're
have?
probably filming it now.
Oh, they're filming it now? Okay, so we have every possibility that in the next couple months, Tom Cruise might die.
Like Tom Cruise genuinely might say, look, big finale, guys.
I read a thing.
I'll die.
I
I'll
read
do
a
it.
thing the other day saying that for this one motorbike stunt that they had practiced it over 500 times because it was like he has one shot to get it right, and if he fucks it up slightly, he's screwed.
Is the next movie the one where he broke his foot, or have I missed that?
That's the next one.
That's the next one.
Yeah, you can spot it, can't you?
I watched it on the
Yeah,
Graham Norton
you
show.
can spot
It's
the moment.
very literally running across rooftops.
really not
painful.
fun to watch.
Gotta respect it though.
Yeah, no, like I said
the
before,
hustle.
I respect the
He is
hustle,
crazy, but
Yeah, he's
what a-
committed to his
but
work.
it makes great movies.
Yeah,
I'm assuming Alex is pulling up some numbers.
No. We can talk about the other thing.
Oh, you're just chilling on your phone. That's all
no,
good.
no. I had an email.
Oh,
yeah. I'm wondering, what time of order we should do this in. But yeah, I guess we want to talk about the other film.
classic.
We started a new segment.
Callouts.
Do we? We don't have a theme for that.
Classic Callouts. We'll make a theme soon.
Dad.
We watched Network from
That's-
the year of our Lord and Savior, 1976.
That
an old
was our first film that we had to
First
watch.
film for Classic Callouts. Classic Callouts, if you don't know, if you didn't listen to the show last week, or if you're new here, is a new segment of the show.
To increase our credibility.
We found a bunch of movies that none of the five of us, there's four of us here, Chris as well, none of the five of us had ever seen before. No one was allowed to have seen it. If one person had seen it, didn't make the list.
And they had to be considered iconic.
Like classics.
Well, yeah, classic. I've never heard of Network
What's
before.
What's
we actually
the like?
pulled it out.
I'm kind of curious at what's like the newest film
Yeah, I wonder what the
on
newest
this
thing
list.
is. We'll
Like,
have
which-
to look and see which one it
It's gonna be
is,
something
and
from
then
the
when
90s, I reckon.
when we
we have
when we
anything
pull
from
it
the
up,
90s?
then we'll say
I'm
that
annoyed because I had the color wheel ready to get picked in the next one, but
it reset.
it reset. So
Oh,
I gotta
no.
fucking
That's
copy and
alright.
paste it in again.
That's all right, because we're going to talk about what we thought of
Network.
Network.
I think it was a really strong start to our segment.
It was definitely a shock. I
I-
had no like all I knew going in was that it was about a television network.
I
And
had
that was it.
I had no idea. I didn't look at anything beforehand, so I
Yeah.
had no idea. I mean, like I can see it. I guessed it was something to do with like
it's
television or something.
It's either
'cause of the-
television or computers.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to like something electrical. Yeah, we'll use that
Yeah.
word. Look, I have not really ever watched older movies. It was definitely a lot to take in, especially being like a big drama. And
But it was a comedy as
yeah,
well.
no, I know. But like, yes, but like obviously, like
Yeah, but it wasn't like laugh out loud funny at any
No,
point.
it
We
was
laughed
dark
out loud
funny.
It was
we
dark
laughed
comedy.
a
We-
lot.
We
yeah,
cackled.
I was giggling at quite a few. But
We lost our shit.
It's
when-
satirical.
When the guy just says that he's going to kill himself on the air, and then all the TV execs, all
just
the
chatting?
execs, they're all no, but it's after, and they're all in the office in like damage control, and
And he's
like they're
sitting
all
there.
talking about
Oh.
their ratings and what's going to mean. He's just sitting in the background,
Yeah.
like that, and they're talking like, oh my god, this guy says this is going to harm us so much.
Yeah,
And
they're
he's
not
just-
caring
no
about-
one's asking if
And
he's
he's like,
okay.
all right, you're going to stay at my house tonight, okay?
Yeah, no one's like, okay, we got to keep an eye on this guy. It's like, no.
So the movie is about a network, like a news anchor who
Well,
is gonna. He's losing ratings. They're gonna fire him. And he's got nothing left. And he says, "I'm gonna kill myself next Tuesday. Tune in."
Yeah,
like
and I'm
because
gonna
obviously
kill
it's his
myself
last
as my-
show that he was.
That's
yeah.
it. And the execs get all freaked out, but then they realize that his radicalism, because they decided to put on the air a bunch of things, is actually boosting the ratings.
it blew up in the news. So,
they
New York Times picked it up, front cover, like it was huge.
So then obviously
And then-
they give him his own show where he can just go on his mad rambling. Because no, to damage control, they they say, all right, go back on you go on air again.
Yeah,
but
they're
you
like,
gotta, you
people
gotta
are
like
gonna
say
be-
something, and then he just starts going on about how life is bullshit, which I guess starts the snowball of the whole.
They appreciated
Yeah.
his fresh mindset. It sort of started a movement.
Yeah.
What was it, Alex? We're mad and we're not going
We're
to take
mad
it
as hell,
anymore, yeah.
and we're not going to take it
That's the
anymore.
one. Yeah. So
I
that-
started shouting it.
Get out from the TV, open your window.
This film does an incredibly good job of being very meta.
it
This film,
mocks the televangelists. Like,
It's
to the
fantastic.
nth degree.
this film, his wife won Best Supporting Actress.
From one
For
scene.
that-
Max
scene.
Schumacher's.
That scene is like she is fantastic.
She acts.
we got
in it.
goosebumps.
I
We got
tell you
goosebumps.
what, this film is a masterclass in acting and also monologues.
And then the guy, the head of it, when he calls the guy in to talk
Yeah,
to
yeah.
him,
Closes the curtains.
yeah,
conference
closes the curtain.
room scene.
he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor too.
yeah, because that scene is
that happened, and I was like, oh, okay.
this is a
He was
lot.
scared.
But like, what I did really, because I had to like stop in the middle of it because I had an appointment to go to. but like I don't want to say I wasn't lost in the plot or anything. Like I was following along. I think I think it was just a bit of a shock of like what I was watching, but I really appreciated the acting in this. Like
Yeah.
like especially like when the main news anchor, like when he had his own show and he was doing his big long monologue.
Yeah.
Howard.
So and that's so much emphasis, and it's like even just like all the yelling scenes and stuff, like there was just so much power in even like even in their wife's voice, like there's just so much power in their voices, and you could just feel like you can understand the pain and everything. Like it was just like I was like, geez, you get like maybe like one of these actors in a movie, like
not let alone all of them.
all of them, like every scene, like even the dude that picks up the job, like when he's just like having a go at, like even like in the scenes when they're just in the office and you're having a go at someone, like they are like absolutely going off their chop. Like
I really liked Faye Dunaway. I mean, she's a fantastic actress. We know that. But I really liked her in this role specifically, and I really liked is it William Holden? What's his last name is Holden. He plays Max Schumacher in the film.
Yes, William Holden.
I really liked him as an actor too. I honestly, like I said, Alex, I was thinking Peter Finch won the Oscar for Best Actor, but he actually passed away about a month before the Oscars aired, so he received the award posthumously. Do we think that maybe it would not have been the case if he didn't die?
I thought he
like. I think he did a great job.
To be fair, I don't know what he was up against.
He was up against Max Schumacher.
Oh, really?
They were both up for Best Actor.
That's pretty tough.
Which is
look, I think that's because I think they're.
I mean, deserved either way.
Yeah,
either way.
I think it's like they're on different. Like obviously, you have Howard, who's like he's snapped.
They're
like
very
he's
different roles.
being very out there and like contra. While the other dude's like obviously he got fucked over, then has his affair. Like I think they're playing on two different spectrums.
Well, when I think about it, like, but that's just what I'm saying. So when he starts to play into this role that he is this preacher on TV, he becomes very like that's who he is. That's what he does. He's just there to yell and say all these radical things. Whereas William Holden's character had to really sort of play up, or he was, I think, more nuanced as a character. And I also think it was more his movie. Like even though he was a bigger personality.
He's the person we follow.
Yeah, that's it. And he's the narrator as well.
Yeah,
isn't
he narrates it. I thought the narration was great. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is a very easy film where if you go into it and you're like, oh my god, this is old, and they're doing a lot of like really like of the time television jargon. Like I didn't understand a word about any of the ratings.
We were confused for a second
points.
at the beginning. We were
shares
points and like a 30% share, and it's just like, what the fuck does any of this mean?
We were confused whether it was Faye Dunaway worked at the same news station or a rival one.
Oh, okay, because she's
we
from a
thought they were
different
going to poach
department.
him.
Yeah. I like how I liked how there's the whole plot. She's trying to think of all these shows, and then she's trying to use like all this controversial stuff that's going for this TV
the terrorism show?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's just like, but like I like
It's
like,
exactly
you
what
can
you can
see
imagine
like
happening there.
her thinking is just like all the shows, like even because that's
got a
how
one-track
She's got no
mind.
morals.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how like the wife and like even and
Max Schumacher.
yeah, he's when he's telling his wife about it, he's like, oh, she has this script for us, like so everything
Yeah.
in this woman's life is like, you know,
A show.
like planning a show, and it has to work perfectly.
But
Like,
how about when she gets what's coming to her and
At the end?
the dude's like, "I love you," and then he's like, "Everything you touch just turns to destruction,"
Yeah.
and you're gonna. It was like, whoa.
Is the best part of that entire sequence. I'll get to that in a sec. I really loved how meta it was and how much like William Holden's character was just like he was saying like we're at this part in the script and literally saying to Faye Dunaway's character that like she is television because she doesn't exist as a human being. She lives and breathes television and is constantly trying to make television work, and that's what she's dedicated her life to. And because of that, she can't function as a normal human being. Hence, she doesn't actually love him back or get in a
doesn't
relationship
have
or
like
anything.
empathy
Incapable
or
of love.
anything.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like
I really thought the entire affair B plot I could have really done without. I really didn't.
We loved it. We loved it.
Yeah, I wasn't there for it. The only part about
sorry,
it that I liked was the William Holden's. They did like a gender swap of like the stereotypical affair type deal where like she was super focused on work and didn't really love,
he was the
he
more-
was emotional and loved.
When they first like fully commit to it, you have the scene where like they're obviously gone back into the hotel room and like
She's just
and she's
yabbering
just
on.
yabbering on it, and you can just see like he doesn't react, he doesn't say anything. I was waiting for him to go shut up,
Yeah.
like that's what I was waiting for, like, but like he just let her talk.
Alex
Yeah.
said, he's like, do you reckon she got off so quickly because she was just talking about the ratings, how well the show's doing?
100%, yes.
Like, that's it.
100%. It was sweeps week.
Going to the ending, I didn't think it was gonna end the way it did.
Oh, what an ending.
ending was fantastic.
The way I thought it made when it was slowly getting to like the end, and they were saying like obviously, oh, we have to fire him. I thought it was going to come full circle and he was going to kill himself on air.
So Steph turns to me at one point and she goes, "This is a 4, but if they actually assassinate him on the air, it's going to get a 4.5."
Oh, is that really what you did?
I said that. I didn't follow through. I just thought it, because I had to wait another 40 minutes for that to come to light. And I was
I
like,
love that entire sequence of them discussing it though. I was
I
just
like how
it's so messed up.
It's not even like it's not even like a question. It's not even thought of it like a second thought. It's just like, yeah, we should assassinate him.
They're like, this is
could
what
we
we
get
have to
away
do.
with it? And they were like, oh yeah, but if we're implicated in this, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
we'll assassinate him. Like,
oh, he's a terrorist.
That,
Terrorist will
that
do it.
final shot
Good old-
where they have the 4 screens going at the same time and they just hold on it for ages.
I thought it was so
Oh,
funny.
it's
Just like,
great.
wow, they really got close-ups with their guns, didn't they?
It was great. Oh yeah, they got some excellent camera
Even-
footage.
even
Even
with
when
the
the
thing.
best thing was when he's laying dead on the ground, he just gets shot and the camera pans up over
yeah,
him.
yeah. You see
Yeah,
them
they
walk
do
up,
the big
but
dramatic pull.
When the title card comes up at the end, in the bottom corner, is
They
a
leave it
picture of his
on?
dead corpse.
Oh, I thought it was. I loved that. That tonally was
Even at the start, they do that. They
Yeah, they
did
do
it with
the same
the
thing.
4 screens, and they're all talking over each
It
other.
is so
Yeah.
progressive for 1970s.
Honest to
when you think
God,
about
yeah.
it. Like, you'd never, that would get controversy now.
Yeah,
And I said it 2 years after the actual suicide of a news anchor on air.
that's right. Yeah,
So overall-
I 100% looked at this and I was like, damn, this is a lot to take in and is super relevant. And then
I
I,
think it was
remembered,
just a bit
Rupert Murdoch's like 800 years old, so this is relevant back then. So, fuck Murdoch.
I think it was. I don't. It's a weird way to say culture shock, but like that, it's sort of what it is. Like I'm not used to like that. I'm very used to modern
Yeah.
film.
You haven't watched a lot of.
So I've
old
not
stuff.
really watched a lot of old stuff. So it was
I
a,
have.
it
Watched a
was
bit.
it was a very big shock. Just sort of, I don't know, the way
it's filmed, the
Wait,
sound,
the
mixing,
sound, yeah.
everything. It looks old. It sounds old, but
I gave it a
Like,
4.
obviously-
I think I gave it a 4 as well.
I'd probably sit on a 4. I hadn't rated it, but now as we're talking about it, I definitely probably would give it a 4.
I think it was. Yeah, I thought it was great. I'm excited for the rest of the segment.
Are you ready? 'Cause
Speaking
we're about
of-
to choose the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find
Spin.
out.
3, come on,
We
everyone.
did a really good job last time. I don't think we can match it.
All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Spin that wheel.
And the wheel's spinning, the wheel's going. Here we go. What are we going to stop on? Where is it going to be? Oh, wait, are we here? Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, the Goonies.
Goonies!
Oh, okay.
80s.
Has no one seen the Goonies?
Nah, haven't seen the Goonies.
It was an 80s childhood film, so none
had
of
a
us
winner.
have seen it.
The
so,
Goonies.
It's a family film.
Goonies. The
I
Goonies.
think I feel like if I asked my dad, this would be like one of his favorite movies.
The Goonies is a quintessential. If you were born in the late 70s, that is childhood movie right there. If you're born early 80s, you were like a baby growing
Well,
up.
I mean, like
with
to be
it.
fair, my dad, late 60s, and I was probably like, that's his early teen sort of thing. So I feel like it probably like anywhere if you were young when this came out.
So, because we quickly glossed over what we've been watching, as in we didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Quickly to get some things out. If we all been watching some stuff that we can just quickly throw out there.
I haven't had too much.
I watched Steve Jobs.
I've just been watching South Park from season 4.
Yeah.
Like you,
I watched one other movie, which is it's a fan funded some YouTubers and creators and stuff that I know they pulled together and made it. It's a British. It's like a parody on heist movies, and it's made pretty cheap.
It's
It's not
fan-funded.
amazing. It's for the fans, and there was only one guy in it who I followed and knew, and he was great in it. It's fantastic. It's fine. It's funny
What's it
in
called?
parts. It's called Ashens and the Polybius Heist.
Lovely.
It had Nerd Cubed in it. Daniel
Don't know who
Hardcastle,
that is.
writer of Fuck Yeah Video Games, an excellent book. He's been on YouTube for 10 years, and that's what I know him from. So I watched it finally. It came out last year sometime.
I forgot I did watch something.
It's just a parody on heist films. It's good fun. It's pretty average, but it's fun.
I watched The Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Oh my god.
That movie fucking sucks. This is the first one. I don't know how much worse the second one can be. I know it
Peter
is.
Parker.
Poor, no parents.
I don't know
no
how Lizard
uncle.
makes that line with no lips.
Oh my god, it's
Poor
so
Peter Parker.
it's awful. The Lizard's plan is to turn New York City into lizard-human hybrids.
Yeah.
There's a scene where he turns cops into lizards, and there are these lizard cops running around.
And they never go back to it.
And the whole time I'm thinking, what are the lizard cops doing?
Like, apparently, all they've been doing is writhing on the ground in pain.
Right. It is truly awful. Gwen Stacy, God love Emma Stone. She's fucking terrible. Like she acts well, but her character there's
Just
nothing
like the writing
to her.
and stuff.
There's not her character traits are she has a crush on Peter Parker and she works in a lab. That's it.
And she has like overprotective rich parents, and that's it.
I haven't
That's her
seen-
whole
I
deal.
haven't
Andrew
seen-
Garfield. Like I went into this film going, I remember thinking Andrew Garfield was great as these two things. He's great as neither of them. He is a real bad Peter Parker. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's the film's fault. He's not even like he's not nerdy. He runs around
Isn't he
on
like
a
a cool
skateboard.
Peter Parker?
He's like a punk. He's a
but
punk.
Everyone treats him like he's a nerd who's a loser.
Yeah.
He
But it's like,
rides a
it's not
skateboard.
believable.
It's like he does photography, which is hot as shit in the early 2000s. He skateboards.
He skateboards in the
He's
hall.
got cool hair and he's handsome as
He looks
fuck.
like he's hungover
Yeah.
for the whole film as Peter
Yeah.
Parker. It's like someone referred to it as an indie rock music video with some scenes of Spider-Man in it. And that's
checks out.
pretty much it. Like, even the Spider-Man scenes fucking suck. There's
Yeah.
one scene in there that is clearly... I've heard that from the Raimi films, everyone was like, Spider-Man's not quippy enough.
Yeah.
He needs to be more quippy.
Needs to quip
So
constantly.
they put one scene and one scene only in this film where he shoots webs at a bad guy
Yep.
and like shoots him in
Against
the
the
ball.
wall.
And like, it's just not good. The suit is awful.
Yeah, the suit is horrendous.
It looks like
I
a
hate it.
basketball. The villain sucks. Everything. The only thing I can give praise of is I like Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben, and I like Sally Fields as Aunt May.
Yeah,
They seem like good choices.
they were excellent. I
And
thought they
Emma
were really
Stone
good.
and Andrew Garfield have chemistry.
Yeah.
But other than that,
But it also doesn't make any sense why Gwen Stacy's character would go for
there's
Peter
three
Parker's
Bing.
character.
There's 3 Bing search montages.
the Bing searches.
It's
great.
just it's very. I gave it 1.5. It's bad. It's like it's real bad, and I can't wait to watch number 2.
Oh
great.
man, I can't wait to hear
Dedication.
you talk about number 2.
I watched a new show. There's a new show on Star. Sorry, I got to do this. It's called Only Murders in the Building.
Everyone's talking about that and
I've
Selena
heard about
Gomez's
this.
wardrobe.
Yeah,
do
it's
you-
starring Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
That's right.
I've seen that ad for this. It kind of looks
It's
interesting.
great. It's
So
fantastic.
should jump on it?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. 3 episodes in at the moment.
Sitting at 100% on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
It's about 3 people who live in like a pretty high end apartment building, and like Steve Martin used to be a television actor, but he's like past his prime now. Doesn't get much work. Martin Short is a producer for like Broadway shows, and he hasn't had a show in a long time. He's in a bit of debt.
Checks
and then
out.
Selena Gomez plays just a young girl who's renovating an apartment for her aunt that's got a bit of a history. And basically, someone gets murdered in their building. So the 3 of them who have a fascination with one true crime podcast get together and start their own true crime podcast.
Oh my god, that's great.
And they
Okay.
try and solve
They're
the...
trying to solve the murder.
From the trailer I did see, it did spark an interest, but I had forgotten about it until
And
you said
I'm
that.
watching this. I'm like, fuck, I miss Steve Martin.
Yeah, yeah, Steve Martin.
And like they swear in it, and like it's surprisingly.
All right.
It's surprisingly
All right,
more
yeah,
adult than
definitely
I
gonna
thought
have
it'd
to
be. Even with like
jump on this.
themes and like there's like emotional moments and that.
yeah.
All
I'm here
right,
for it.
I'm excited. I've been told to watch it by all my fashion magazines because of her wardrobe, so I'll give it a
great.
watch for the plot as well. I'll talk very quickly about this. I watched Steve Jobs, the Danny Boyle directed, Aaron Sorkin written film about
Amazing
Steve
film.
Jobs.
Who's in it?
Michael Fassbender
That's
is
the
Steve
Fassbender
Jobs.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
the good
good.
one. The one that
I-
Michael and I love.
I
But we
loved
telling
it.
Steph to watch.
Not the who's the other guy?
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher,
Kutcher
not that
one.
one.
Leave him
Yes,
alone.
you guys are right. I loved it. I thought it was such a great choice to basically center the film around 3 different product launches and everything that happens leading up to the product launch.
How good
I
is
didn't
it?
see any of
See,
the in between. It was so fast
it was-
paced because of that.
that because the way he pitched it to me is like it's
And
literally.
the aspect ratios.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like it's literally just like pretty much the press conferences.
You know, they
and stuff.
filmed it differently too. Like the last one's filmed digitally. One of them's filmed with 50 mil.
Is that right?
Like,
Yeah, they filmed it like it would be at the time.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I love it.
It's
I loved it.
I haven't watched it since we watched
He's
it.
fantastic.
but
I was,
I remember
I was a
seeing
little
it.
worried.
Seth Rogen's amazing.
He was great as Wozniak. I was a little worried just because Aaron Sorkin's dialogue, like what I found when I watched Molly's Game, is that sometimes the dialogue just sounds a little bit too.
It's his worst. That's his worst written film.
Is
It'd
it?
be up there.
Just because, like, yeah, sounded too scripted almost.
gotta-
I preferred it a little more organic.
Trial of Chicago 7's good.
Oh yeah,
You've got.
I've seen Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah, he did that.
That's right.
Also, A Few Good Men's great. He wrote that.
Oh, he wrote A Few Good Men. See, see, he's great.
Social
Social
Network.
Network is great as well. So, I mean, I was worried that it was going to be a little bit too scripted, but I thought it was really great. Michael Fassbender was amazing as Steve Jobs, I think. I just thought it was fantastic. I was interested. I was invested the whole time, and I want to go and research Steve Jobs now and do all this extra research. So, yeah, I think it's really good when a movie makes you want to do that. Yeah, I didn't feel the length at all. It was just, nothing bad to say about it.
Very nice.
Now opening up my life, I did watch something the other day with Gemma. We watched Wind River.
I've been wanting to watch this. It's about the Indian.
It's about a murder on an Indian conservation starring Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen.
Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch.
I presume you mean,
that's right.
So-
I want to watch it. Apparently, it's great.
It
we
is-
mean Native American, yes, by the way?
Yes.
Huh?
We mean
Yes.
Yeah,
Native
yeah.
American.
So it's
Didn't you get that from conservation?
Well, I don't
It's,
I know
so it, the
conservation's
whole thing takes place on in Wind River Indian, like it's not conservation.
I've never seen
Reservation?
that.
Reservation, that's
yeah.
the word. So
In
yeah,
Wyoming.
so it's like So what happens is Jeremy Renner's like we're gonna say professional hunter, but for like the fish
He's
and
a wildlife officer.
wildlife. Yeah, he's like a hunter for fish and wildlife.
Yep.
That agency, and he happens to come across a body just quite a while away from anywhere. And obviously, like, it's a little community. He knows the community because his ex-wife is from there. And so, like, obviously, FBI agent Elizabeth Olsen ends up coming to investigate it. And I don't know, because Jeremy Renner obviously knows the area, can track and stuff, and like has a little personal tie with the people. He ends up assisting in the thing, and it's quite interesting. Like quite a few of the moments hit pretty hard. It really shines a light on, like, especially because if you know, like, we know, like, sort of how Aboriginals, like, how they are sort of in their communities here,
Yeah.
how it's pretty impoverished and stuff.
Yep.
Pretty much the exact same thing with them. Like, they get into, like, drugs and stuff. There's a
Yeah.
scene with, like, quite a few young ones, like, they're on drugs and
Yeah.
stuff.
The like
And-
lack of support leads them.
yeah,
to
yeah. And like, there's
basically-
one line. It's just like, you had your way out. You could have gone to college. You could have joined the army, but you chose to like stay and sort of start taking drugs. Like,
Yeah.
But it does a good job of shining a little bit of a light on like how they've been treated and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and there's one part.
systemic racism.
There's one part at the end with like. Right at the end, Jeremy Renner's in this part, and he's talking to a guy, and the guy's like, and because like he works at a mining company, he's like, you don't know what it's like, the silence, the cold, and stuff, and he's like, yeah, but that's all these people have. All they've been left with the silence and the cold.
Ooh.
So that's what's theirs now.
Good line.
So and it hits real hard, but like it's a really good sort of like in like crime movie. Drama and everything, yeah. I do recommend watching it. I quite enjoyed it, and the only reason I knew about it is I saw a TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like someone check out this underrated movie.
I remember when it first came out and it got really good reviews. It's always been on my list, but I've never gone to watch it.
I would.
I've heard it's great.
I'd say go watch it. And
alright.
it doesn't. It's not extremely long, and it doesn't feel like it drags or anything. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
it was
you
a good
very much for
watch.
sharing.
Michael.
Yeah. We have
Speaking
another
of
segment.
extremely long and doesn't drag.
Oh, don't worry, I'll speed through it this week.
This is also the final segment of the show.
Yes, this is
Yes.
it.
No
This is the
games
end.
tonight. No fun and games.
No games tonight. Only business.
Only
That's a bug.
Yeah, great, good business. Anyway, let's smash through this. At number 5, we have Paw Patrol the movie in its third week of the box office. Made $4 million. That's a 39.8% drop off from last week. It's made $81.8 million worldwide of a $26 million budget.
Damn.
Currently,
Good on it.
Currently sitting on 79% on Rotten Tomatoes critically and audience score 98.
The
Moving on.
kids love it.
Kids do like it. At number 4, we have in its 6th week, Jungle Cruise made $4.014 million.
Glory.
I just had to do that just so that it could edge out. It just edged out Paw Patrol.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
19.8% drop off from last week. It's made $193.7 million worldwide off a $200 million budget. Hello, Brian.
Low flying plane.
Oh, I've been watching The Turning Point on Netflix. It's a documentary about how the government mishandled the 9/11, the situation after 9/11. So that makes me scared. Hearing a plane that low. It's
The Turning Point, the movie from
no,
1977.
it's a documentary.
Okay.
It's 63% on Rotten Tomatoes and 92 audience score. Free Guy at number 3 is its fourth week of the box office, made $8.7 million. It's dropped 33.3% from last week. That's 1/3.
Very nice.
It's made $241.7 million worldwide, and of a $125 million budget, sitting on 82 critic and 95 audience.
Talk of a sequel is happening because
I hope
it
they
made
don't.
money.
I hope they don't.
I miss the days of just having a single movie.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to. Like, it's very enjoyable by
That's like-
itself. And I,
we
but like,
say this.
That's my
Number
one.
2, Candyman.
That's my one boomer comment I would make.
In the second week of the box office, Candyman made $10.5 million, dropped 52% from last week. It's made $50 million worldwide so far for a $25 million budget.
Off that though, if they made a Free Guy sequel in 20 years, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sitting on 85% critic and 75 audience. At number 1, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. Now,
Who'd have guessed it?
I was going to do the Labor Day long weekend one, but a lot of the numbers for other films hadn't come out, so it wouldn't have been fair.
Fair.
Because like Candyman wouldn't be in the list, where arguably it still should be number 2.
Yeah.
So just to say this, over the 4-day long weekend,
Yep.
Shang-Chi made $90 million.
Yeah, it's insane.
But if we're doing just the proper weekend
Yeah.
time, it made $75.5 million. Still a shitload.
Yeah, insane.
It's still the second highest grossing film of the year. The second highest opening of the year.
Yeah,
Um,
that's craziness.
It's made $146.2 million worldwide off a $150 million budget. It's sitting on a 92 critic and a 98 audience.
Very
Good work,
nice.
Shang-Chi.
Congrats.
has that boosted him?
The
the
moment I've
community.
been waiting for.
Yep, this is it. This is going to be insane.
Steph, it was nice having our time on top.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Come on, load. Here we go. In last place at the moment.
Hello.
Oh, I don't like calling it last place.
It is last place. Though.
It's Braden.
Fifth place.
Braden, you're nearly at 200 million.
we
And
can
if,
call it Braden's place.
by the end of September, because we'll stop the actual official counting at the end of September,
Yep.
you might be over Chris.
Ooh.
Nah, you're only Free Guy's still making money, and you're only 19 million behind him.
Oh, that's not too much.
I reckon you might be able to scrape that one out.
So
Ooh.
in fifth, Braden, $195.3 million. Free Guy's your biggest winner at the moment with $94 million.
So I need Free Guy to make another 19.
In fourth place, Chris. I nearly said Peter Rabbit too. Chris with $214 million. His biggest hit is still Cruella, $86 million. In third place, Michael.
Ooh.
You have $365.9 million. Your biggest hit is Fast and Furious 9 with $172 million.
God, the jump between fourth and third is insane.
In second place, Steph with
Ooh.
with $372.8 million. Black Widow's your highest one with 182.
Goddamn Disney Plus did me in.
Oh, mate.
words to
You
say.
and the Russo brothers are just as angry.
And in first place,
It's you.
it's finally me again.
There it
Thank
is.
you. Give me my clap.
Well done. Well done.
$380.5 million.
Damn.
Highest is still A Quiet Place with 160 million. And then with 90 million, Shang-Chi.
I really just need
Yeah.
Paw Patrol to
God damn.
come in with one last strong week.
The legs. It doesn't have legs, sorry.
Yeah, 4 legs.
Can you imagine if the Suicide Squad did as well as what it could have?
What it should have?
Yeah, because
When you sent that photo, that broke my heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Very
first.
upsetting.
yeah, if that had done as well, you
HBO
could have
Max.
been at You could have been at 500 mil,
Yeah, I mean,
half a billy.
And like, here's the thing: June might not get a sequel because it's coming out on HBO Max.
Really?
Because if it's anything like let's face it, I think more people would rush out to go see the Suicide Squad than June.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon June has like a really, really, really big fan
Yeah, but
base.
June has a cult following,
Yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
Suicide Squad fans got burnt. So
So,
don't
but that's the
know.
thing. It says like all these HBO stuff not too many of them have made over 100 mil.
That's also not good because apparently isn't all the reviews for Dune saying that it's
So it's leading
A
to
setup?
bigger things. Yeah.
the whole movie is a setup that leads to a no
literally
third
came out
act.
today and
Oh,
said,
no.
yeah, Denis literally came out today and said, I could start shooting the sequel next year if they wanted me to, if we got greenlit.
Yeah.
Come on, we need more Tisham.
Oh, yeah. So they want it. But they said that if they make a sequel, it's going to be more Zendaya focused.
That's fine
Good,
too.
because
that's
Michaela and I are more Zendaya focused this week. Because did you see her dress?
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that was
the white one.
no
Skin color one.
no the beige one. Did you not see this?
Let me see.
We're gonna get Steph's reaction to it live on camera. Steph, this dress almost killed Michaela, and then she showed me, and we died together.
Which one is it? Is it the Dion Lee one?
No, okay, I'm just gonna.
I saw that she wore a dress from Dion Lee the other day, and I was like, that's
Let me find it.
Australian designer?
It's shockingly good. Okay, this
it might
is.
be the one that is it the one where she's just walking down, like they've got the frame.
It was a red carpet for Dune. There we go.
No, I did not see that.
How
oh my
stunning!
God.
It looks like a marble statue.
She's
it?
beautiful. Look at the green
It's
and her
insanity.
hair. Oh, she's gorgeous.
It
Marble
looks
dress.
like a Renaissance statue. It's incredible.
Yeah, she actually looks stunning.
I highly recommend
she
everyone
always
go look
looks
it up.
stunning, but
But yeah, that's the show.
That's the show.
There
We
we
did
go.
it. We did
We did it a little bit over an hour, but it's fine. Thank you so much for joining us for Millennial Movie Talk episode 122.
122.
122. We're not going to do
1, 2,
anything.
3 next week.
Ooh. Yeah, we should do specifically a segment focused on The Count from Sesame Street.
Or taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
With John Travolta
Sure.
and Denzel Washington.
Jesus. You can follow us on your podcast service of choice. You can find those at anchor.fm/Millennial Movie Talk. You can support us by giving us $1 or $2 every month over on patreon.com/Millennial Movie Talk. You get a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, some bonus stuff, all the commentaries we've ever done, and you can get a shout out like the wonderful Jai Perry and Mark Fleer.
Go for it, Muffler.
Jai Perry Muffley.
Hi, Perry Mark Fleer.
And you can subscribe over on the YouTube. You can leave comments down below on what you thought of our ramblings this week. And I think with that, I'm Braden.
I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Steph.
And we're out of here. I missed. I hit the middle.
You didn't do an outro for it, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Stunning.